LEGO Star Wars Battles is no longer cancelled, it is being re-released.
Somehow, LEGO Star Wars Battles returned.
But there's a twist. You have to pay every single month, and it's only on Apple devices. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all the details about the re-release, the uncancellation of this game that never saw a proper true release worldwide. Hello everyone, my name is Azatrue, how are you? And welcome to another LEGO Star Wars video of mine. So let's talk about the uncancellation of LEGO Star Wars Battles. It was announced last night that Warner Bros. Games, the LEGO Group and Lucasfilm Games are announcing LEGO Star Wars Battles is back, coming soon, exclusively to Apple Arcade. If you don't know what Apple Arcade is, it's where you pay $5 a month or $50 a year to get over 100 games that would otherwise cost money to purchase individually. They're not free-to-play games, or they are exclusive games that you can't even pay for outside of the subscription. It works very similar to Xbox Game Pass, but with Xbox Game Pass, you can actually buy all of the games outside of the subscription. I'm sure there is some of you out there that love Apple Arcade, and this is great news for you, but I find it very hard to believe that a lot of people are going to be paying $5 a month just to play this game. The big positive to this game being on Apple Arcade is that there will be no microtransactions. Apple Arcade does not allow microtransactions whatsoever, so it's not going to be pay to win, unlike it was back in the day, kind of. There is also going to be no adverts either. That's the rules of Apple Arcade. There will be no adverts, there's no microtransactions. That's a good win for the health of the gameplay, because it did get to a point where if you spent more money, you would definitely beat people who didn't spend more money. I'm very curious how they've redesigned the game to work without microtransactions, because the progression was tied around these different in-game currencies that you had to pay real money for or grind the game out for, and you had to wait 2 to 8 hours before you could unlock a few new cards for your deck. It's cool that this game is getting a new lease of life, because it definitely deserves to be played by more people, but I just have to wonder why they never released it outside of Australia, India, Sweden. You could not officially get this game in the UK or America or many other countries that have a lot of LEGO Star Wars fans. You had to bypass a lot of things which most people just didn't want to do. So yeah, this game is not coming to Android. It's exclusive to Apple Arcade, which means you can play it on the Mac, you can play it on the iPad, the Apple TV, and iOS devices, but nothing on Android. That's billions of devices that cannot play this game because they signed with Apple to lock it to a subscription. Majority of the people playing LEGO Star Wars Battles in the pre-release phase were on Android, because on Android it was so easy to install LEGO Star Wars Battles. You just downloaded an XAPK, whereas on Apple you had to make a new Apple ID in a different country and things like that. It was a lot harder. So most of the playbase was literally on Android, and now all of us cannot play anymore. I do have an iPad, but I'm not going to pay $5 for this a month. I know some people will be asking, when is it releasing? Is there a release date? And as I mentioned a few moments ago, it just says coming soon. You can head on over to the Apple App Store and select which will notify you when it does eventually release. It just says coming soon on all of the marketing material, from StarWars.com to Apple Arcade's tweet, to a bunch of other press releases they issued. I'd assume that you won't have to wait long, but at this moment in time, there is no date. One of the press releases actually includes a quote from one of the employees from TT Games. So this is from Jason Avent, studio head at TT Games Brighton. So he says, "Our team has been working to bring mobile players a new and wholly original LEGO Star Wars experience exclusive on Apple Arcade. LEGO Star Wars Battles blends real-time multiplayer matches, striking visuals, and the charm of LEGO Star Wars in fun, fast-paced gameplay." I think we've had more official quotes about this game from TT Games than LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga in like a year or so. Something I noticed that was quite interesting was that on the TT Games privacy policy for this game, it says effective date July 1st, 2021, and it's on about Apple Arcade. If you do remember, this was the date the game shut down previously. So Apple had this in the works with TT Games, Warner Bros. And LEGO and Lucasfilm, and that's why it got shut down. A lot of people were blaming EA because EA purchased the developers of the game, Playdemic, but it seems that TT Games Odyssey, the mobile game studio, has took on development completely from Playdemic, and they signed with Apple. It was all planned. The cancellation was kind of a lie in a weird way, because they knew from July 1st, the day it was shut down, it was going to be coming back. I wonder how Playdemic do feel about this, and I wonder if this played into the purchase EA made, because as I mentioned back then in a video when this got shut down, I thought it was shut down because EA don't have the Lego Star Wars license, and that's WB Games' stuff, and it got shut down because EA purchased them, and Playdemic wanted to sell anyway, and the game ultimately did not, after almost 2 years, do anything. It was announced in September 2019, and we even had a release straight away for Android and iOS if you downloaded the app early for India, and then there was updates up until I think the end of 2020, and then there was nothing for like 6 months until they said, we're shutting the servers down, and then 2 months after that, it's back. In conclusion, I'm happy that the developers' hard work is getting a new lease of life. It deserves to be shown, and more people need to play it. But I can't help but think that less people are going to be playing this game on Apple Arcade because you actually have to pay for this game now, as opposed to when it was in a beta when you could freely download it if you just downloaded the APK on any Android device. It's going to be interesting to see how this works. Is the exclusivity only a year? Is it 2 years? Lego Builder's Journey, a game I showcased on this channel, was an Apple Arcade exclusive for about a year, and then it released a few months ago on PC and the Switch. But the difference is that that game is single player only and doesn't rely on the need for players to keep buying microtransaction and playing online. There's no servers to keep up, whereas this game may be microtransaction free, and if it comes out of Apple Arcade, they're going to have to introduce microtransactions if it doesn't already have them. I'm probably going to make a video when this game does release and share my experience of just playing a trial on my iPad and Mac to see how it is and what has changed since its cancellation. Comments down below your thoughts on anything I've shared in this video. I really don't like being negative, but it really stings to not have the option to play this game for free anymore, especially as an Android user, and there's billions of us that are being shut out, which just really sucks. But like I said, I'm glad that the game isn't dead, but I am glad more people are going to be able to play this game. Make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss any Lego Star Wars gaming videos from me. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in my next Lego Star Wars video. Goodbye.